Hey everybody, welcome to the Stockton Symphony Instrument Roundup, and many thanks to the students at the University of the Pacific Conservatory of Music for creating this series of videos.
Hello, my name is Brittin. I'm a third-year music education student at the University of the Pacific, and today I'm going to be talking about polyrhythms. So this video is a little more advanced and it will be helpful and fun hopefully for older music students, especially percussionists. So a polyrhythm is two types of rhythms played at the same time or overlaid in a way that creates a little more complex rhythm. So a really simple example of this is 2/1, which you will recognize as eighth notes with a quarter note. So if I give my quarter note in my left hand and then my right hand does eighth notes. In that example, the right hand is doing two notes for every one note that the left hand does. And we can just count that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But as we start to go into more complex polyrhythms, it gets a little more tricky, so we're going to use some fun little phrases that'll help us count. Next up, we'll look at the 3/2 polyrhythm, and for this we're going to be saying the words hot cup of tea. So again, I'm going to give my left hand the slower rhythm, which in this case is 2, and my right hand is going to be beating 3 times for every 2 that the left hand does. And all we're going to do is start together, and then from there we're alternating and we're saying the phrase hot cup of tea. And you're going to say it just like this. Hot cup of tea, 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 hot cup of tea. Awesome. Next up, we're looking at 4/3 polyrhythms. Once again, the slower rhythm is going to be on my left hand, the faster is on my right, and they're going to start together. So for this, we're going to say, pass the salt and pepper. We're going to say it in time like that. Pass the salt and pepper. 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 The final polyrhythm we'll look at today is 5/4, which is a pretty challenging polyrhythm. But the phrase we're going to use to describe it is kind of ironic. We're going to say, this isn't very hard at all. This isn't very hard at all. Again, slower rhythm is 4 on this hand, 5 on this hand, and they start at the same time. And we're just saying, this isn't very hard at all. 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 So there you go. You've got 4 new polyrhythms that you've learned and 4 fun phrases to help you keep track of those rhythms.